Hello, my name is Onyedika Malvi, CEO Thimbles Creations. I'm a fashion designer, a pattern drafter, and a pattern drafting trainer. So today we'll be talking about dart manipulation part 2. In our last class, we talked about dart manipulation and how you can move it from one part of your bodice to the other. So today we'll be expanding more on that to see how you apply it on your fabric. So subscribe to our YouTube channel at Thimbles Creations. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Thimbles Creations. See you in class. And looking at this is half of our front of our bodies. So when I transfer it to a fabric, I'm going to cut the full front. But now this particular pattern has the dart at the shoulder. This is the dart from here to here. We have the dart at the shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to sew up this dart and sew up the waist dart. Okay, so this is my I have placed my pattern on the fabric. I folded into two, so I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to transfer my dart with this owl punch. So I'm punching here to open up on the other side. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've opened up here to mark my dart positions. Okay, so I'll cut it now. So I'm cutting out the pattern. Positions of the darts with the tip of my scissors. When I sew, I'm going to sew out this dart, sew out this dart, sew out this dart, and sew out this dart. That is for our shoulder dart. So I'm sewing this now. This is the shoulder dart that I'm sewing. I'm sewing it to the place I punched. So this is it. And then I want to do the waist dart now. So from where I marked, then I'm using contrasting colors so that you will see my stitches clearly. Okay, okay, so this is what it looks like. It's going to look like on somebody's body. Okay, so this is it. This is for the shoulder dart. We sewed the shoulder dart and sewed the waist dart, and see it's giving what a good fitting. You can try this out and let's see what yours looks like. The next one I'm going to do is the princess dart, or the armhole dart. So I'm moving this. I'm going to draw a line from where I want my dart to come from. Then I'm going to open it first. I've cut here open. Then I'm going to close this shoulder dart. And I want to hold it down with my cello tape. So I want to fill this place with my paper so that I can easily transfer it to the fabric. So after filling in the paper, I'm going to do this. Okay, when I do this, I'm going to cut out this. Okay, so you see what I have here, like a kind of an arrow, or sort of, you know, that is an indication of my dart. Then I'll place it on a fabric and cut. So I have placed it. So the next thing is to cut out. Then after cutting out, I'll use my owl punch, just as I did in the first one, and to punch here and punch here. Then I'm going to notch here and notch here, notch here and notch here, and I'm going to go and sew it so that you see. So this is the armhole dart that I've marked here. So I'm going to sew it out, and then the waist dart here, I'm going to sew it from here down. Okay, so okay, so look at this. Look at this one. You see how the dart went from the armhole. Then the next one is what, at the bust, at the waist. Okay, so this is the way it's gonna be. Have you seen the application? You can try yours out. Okay, so the next one is the waist dart. I'm going to transfer this dart to the waist. Okay, now I'm going to open the waist to the true bust, line, and then I'm going to close here up so that this place becomes open. So you see how it. Now there is a very special thing about this waist dart. Special thing is that, you know, in other ones I just sew out the space here. Now in this particular one, I'm going to sew from here to here, up all. Okay, watch what I'm going to do. Let me fill it with paper first. So for this one now, I'm going to be sewing from here to here. I'm going to stop 3 centimeters below, that is here. Okay, I'm going to sew from here to here, from here, sew this to this. Instead of this to this, I'm going to sew this to this, and I'm stopping here, or I'm starting from here, whichever way. Okay, so let me cut the fabric now and transfer my dart positions and sew it so that you see. So I have finished cutting it. I want to go and cut and sew it out so that you see what it looks like. This is it. I want to sew it now. And okay, can you see it now? This is the waist dart. Okay, you see how what it will look like. Sorry, if it's a front bodice, this is what it will look like. Okay, this is what it will look like. The last one I'm going to illustrate here is the center front dart. You can, you know, in our last class I taught about the neckline darts. Okay, so if I do this center front dart, you can on your own do the neckline dart. Okay, so from any part of the center front, any way I want, I can just, you know, take it. So let me take it this way. Then I'm going to close here to the normal position. Okay, I'll open here first. Sorry, I'll open here first. Then I'll close here to the normal position. So I'll fill here with paper, just the way we did in the last ones. I want to say something about this center front. That if you watch this bodice now, you see that since we added this center front, this darts to the center front is no more straight as it used to be. It's now bent. Okay, so because we have this in the center front, because we have added this dart to the center front and it is bent, we cannot keep the center front on fold as we used to do in other ones because it's no more straight. Okay, so we need to add a seam line. There needs to be a seam line that will pass through this center front in order to be able to achieve the desired result. Okay, so let me cut, and just as I used to, I'm going to give allowance, like half-inch allowance to the front where I'm going to join it together. Okay, so I'm going to mark the dart positions, that's notch it with my scissors. Okay, and then with my I'll punch in here. Now to sew this, I'm going to go in 3 cm. I'm going to go in 3 cm. Okay, measure 3 cm. That is here, away from the bust line. Okay, from the bust point, sorry, away from the bust point, and I'm going to sew it out and then sew the waist dart too. Okay, so marking the dart positions, then with my I'll punch in here, punch in here. Okay, that's now I'm going when I've done this, I'm going to redraw the darts, so that's okay, so that this is where my needle will start, my sewing will start and end here. Okay, so I have finished sewing the darts. Can you look at it? Can you see it? Okay, I have finished sewing out the darts. So the next thing, I want to join it now, join the center front so that you will see. So did you see how this is? Okay, did you see it? This is how it has formed. So this is it. Okay, so try yours out and let's see your results. So that's the end of the class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to try out yours too. Please do well to follow us on Instagram at Thimbles Creations, on Facebook at Thimbles Creations, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel too at Thimbles Creations. Thanks for watching. See ya.